Hey guys! Happy rainy Thursday. I know it's a rainy day outside, but I have to tell you that inside, my heart is so full and so happy and so full of sunshine. I listened to you guys read to me today on Zoom, and I could not be more proud of you. I am just so amazed and so thankful to be your teacher and so proud of all of the things that you guys have learned this year. Listening to you read today was so amazing. And if you did read to me today on Zoom, I want you to give yourself the biggest pat on the back and I want you to kiss your brain. It was amazing. I am so proud of you. You are ready for third grade. Like I said, I'm not ready for you to go to third grade, but you're ready. So keep up the good work. Keep reading over summer. I'm really proud of you. I have a good story for today. A perfect puddle. The Adventures of Willie and Arnold. Willie and Arnold were best friends, and they lived in the biggest, whitest cloud in the sky. They spent their days together doing what all drops of water like to do. They dreamt of being real raindrops. They loved to watch it rain and could not wait until they were able to make a perfect puddle. The chance to make waterfalls and dance on umbrellas sounded exciting too. They would create the best rainbows anyone had ever seen, filling the sky with color. Every day, they rode the puddle bus to Storm School. In school, they learned to sing on window panes, tiptoe in flower beds, and turn somersaults and cartwheels on grass. They practiced team events such as making hard crystals for hail, creating streams that tumbled and spilled, and taking the lightest of sunlight to create rainbows. When a student wasn't able to practice, they learned that they need to work as a team. All of them were needed to form the crystals, create the big and little streams, and complete the rainbows. Individually, they learned to float, dog paddle, and dive. It took lots of practice to hop and skip, and it took even more training to learn to jump and slide. But no matter how hard they worked, they had fun. They studied together to become the biggest and best raindrops ever. Though they studied hard and played well together, they still had tasks to complete. On Mondays, they walked the sundogs, Solar, Daystar, and the puppy Ray. Tuesdays, they collected moonbeams and swept up wisps of stardust. On Wednesdays, they took turns puffing up clouds and shaking out cobwebs. When Thursday arrived, they skillfully practiced on the northern lights with their watercolors. And on Fridays, they jiggled the wind, creating soft summer breezes. Sometimes they twisted it extra hard, and the sky turned green and the air became very still. On the weekends, they were free to ride the tailwinds, and of course, they could dream and pretend. On Willie and Arnold's last day of school, they went to Hugo, king of all raindrops, and asked, "Are we now real official raindrops?" Hugo smiled. "Yes. But," he reminded them, "although you have learned so much, studied all the right moves, and practiced like you promised, you still live in a white cloud, and everyone knows that rain never ever comes from a white cloud. Rain comes from gray clouds. You need to be patient and wait." Tears strung Willie's and Arnold's eyes. They were so disappointed. Then, with a little smile on his face, Willie took a deep breath and said, "Every cloud has a silver lining, and our cloud is no different. Grab your tin of watercolors, Arnold. We have work to do." They opened their tins of watercolors, and Arnold sighed, "There's no gray in our tins." "You're right," said Willie excitedly. "But We have something better. Willie and Arnold worked all night. They created quite a muddle. In fact, they were a mess. But their beautiful white cloud was gone. Through the magic of watercolors, lots of work, and a little patience, they had turned the white cloud gray. We did it! Shouted Willie. Now what? Asked Arnold. We bounce! Yelled Willie. And bounce they did. As they jumped up and down, their many friends joined them. The harder and higher they bounced, the more their cloud moved. First it bumped into the cloud on the right, and then it thumped into the cloud on the left. The clouds rumbled as they moved faster, banging and crashing into each other. There was a jolt of lightning, and another, and another. Then it happened. The clouds started to rip, and raindrops started to fall. Willie grabbed Arnold's hand, and together they jumped. Whee! They screamed. Watch out below! Arnold held his breath, but Willie laughed. Together they put all their lessons to work. They danced on an umbrella before rolling onto a bright yellow raincoat, and then somersaulting to the sidewalk, creating a puddle. The size was just right, and it wasn't too deep. It reflected the color of the sky, turning gray, then blue, and then gray again. It was the perfect puddle. It was perfect for the neighborhood children, too, as they puddle jumped on their way to school, creating sprays, sprinkles, and spatters, tossing Willie and Arnold all over again. What a day! As Willie and Arnold floated quietly in their perfect puddle, they knew there was more to come. The sun would soon appear and push the gray clouds away, and their rainbow would arc in the sky. And because they waited very patiently, the sun would dry them up and carry them back to the clouds so they could jump all over again. The end. I thought that was a perfect day because it's raining, it's pouring, and Willie and Arnold were raindrops and they love it. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.